In an attempt to bring peace to Libya, the United Nations has presented a draft proposal for a unity government between warring factions. The plan, unveiled in talks in Morocco on Monday, addresses terms of a truce and disarmament of armed groups. UN Special Envoy Bernardino Leon urged the Libyans to get back to the proposal.
And representatives of both groups, who have made no public comments on the UN proposal, are expected to reconvene for talks next week. Since the overthrow of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, Libya has descended into chaos, with jihadist groups fighting for control of the oil-rich nation. Islamic State militants have also recently managed to gain a foothold in Libya's cities of Derna and Sirte.
And a gunman has opened fire in China's northern Hebei province, and he killed 3 people, injuring 5 others. A statement by a local authority says that the gunman Liu Shuanggrui was also killed at the scene. It said he opened fire in a village in Suni County in a double-barreled shotgun. Mass shootings are rare in China, where firearms access is strictly controlled. The motive for the incident, which took place early this morning, is still not clear. The statement also says that the 55-year-old gunman had been suffering from, quote, long-term schizophrenia.
And Hong Kong has issued a red alert warning against travel to South Korea, which is battling an outbreak of the Middle East respiratory syndrome, MERS. The warning means South Korea is considered to pose significant threats to tourism, and Hong Kong residents are advised to cancel non-essential travel. South Korea confirmed the 7th death from the MERS infection today and 95 infections. The outbreak is the biggest since MERS was first detected in the Middle East. The latest victim was a 68-year-old woman with a pre-existing heart condition. She was infected at the same hospital as all the other victims so far.
Well, we'll take a look back at what is happening right now at the House of Representatives, where the members are in the process of choosing the deputy leader of that house right now. We've seen earlier where the House actually chose its leader, but now the members are in the process of choosing a deputy leader. We'll join them right now to see what's happening at the moment.
I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives of state policy.
All right, that's it. What's going on at the House of Representatives right now. Moving on to sports news right now. Super Eagles invitees Leon Balogun and William Troost-Ekong are hoping to make their official debut for Nigeria against Chad. Balogun has featured in just one friendly match for the country, while Troost-Ekong yet to get his first cap for Nigeria. Both the players say they are ready to help the Super Eagles get off to a winning start on Saturday.
Forward, if the coach puts me in the first 11 in the starting team, I will make my first official game, because so far it has just been friendlies, and yeah, I was happy when I got the call. I was still in the fight for promotion with my club, so it was yeah, additional motivation, and it pushed me additionally because I was looking forward to come to Nigeria and represent my country, and of course win the first game.
I'm ready. I think we've been training well this week. The first few days is hard work, but I think everyone's ready in the squad to face Chad. Yeah, good. They looked after me very well when I came in. and yeah, I just have to be adapting to the climate a little bit. But yeah, I feel good now. I've been to Nigeria countless times. My father still lives in Lagos, so yeah, I know the country very well. Yeah, it's everything. It's a new start for the Super Eagles, and yeah, I think it's good for the whole team to be focused and be ready, because we have to bring it and win this game against Chad.
Now, let's take you back to our earlier story. The battle for who becomes the Senate President and Deputy Senate President has been won and lost, as Senator Bukola Saraki has been elected as the new Senate President, while Senator Ekweremadu is the Deputy Senate President of the 8th Assembly of the Nigerian Senate. Senator Saraki was returned by 57 lawmakers, just as 51 lawmakers, mostly of the All Progressives Congress APC, were absent from the session. According to the Senate rules, a quorum is formed by 38 lawmakers, which is sufficient to commence proceedings, while Senator Saraki was elected unopposed and Senator Ekweremadu beat Senator Ali Ndome to the position of Deputy Senate President. Senators Ahmed Lawan had been endorsed by the ruling party as the candidate for the Senate presidency. We'll now leave you with pictures of a replay of visuals of the oath-taking of the new Senate President of the 8th Assembly, and that's Senator Bukola Saraki. Take a look.
I, Abubakar Bukola Saraki,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God. I, Abubakar Bukola Saraki,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will
be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that as a member of the Senate,
as the President of the Senate,
and that as a member of the Senate,
I
will perform my functions honestly to the best of my ability, faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and the rules of the Senate, and always in the interest of sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that I abide by the code of conduct contained in the fifth schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
A moment in history there. The President of the Senate of the 8th, of course, Assembly, taking his oath of office there. We've been following that story since morning, and we're still on that story, and we'll bring you as they unfold.
Well, that's it on News Track at this time. Thank you for the company. I'm Imana Amawe.
And I'm Kayode Alaide. Many thanks for watching.
The face of Cynthia Osokogu, who was lured from Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where she lived and studied, to Lagos by some young men she had been chatting with on social media and was later killed by the same set of people in a hotel room where they had agreed to meet, only serves as a reference point when calling for caution to many who are neck deep in the various social media platforms for personal or even business relationship purposes. However, there are some good stories from the social media too. This episode of Big Story digs deep